Hey guys, welcome back to Jack on Tracks. And in this episode of the Back Shop, we're going to work on this Pennsylvania Railroad 460 I just picked up at a train show. I got, I think, a really good deal on it. I think I got an exceptional deal on it. And we're going to go from there. I put it on the test track and it just sounds terrible. Here, this is what it sounds like. All right, guys. So here we are on the workbench with the Bachmann 460 that I picked up at the train show for nowhere near that price. I got a really good deal on this thing. It runs and it has sound, but the speaker is terrible. All right, let's turn it on. Now, I don't know exactly which decoder is in this one. So, I'm not sure if this is the right one, but here's the headlight. No dynamo sound. I'm not sure if it's supposed to have it. It might not have that sound function in it. The bell. The bell doesn't sound bad. The whistle. That whistle's turned all the way up too. Steam release. Function 5. Not exactly sure what that is. Function 6. Nothing. And then function 7 is the dimmer. And 8's the mute. Now I have a scale sound system speaker sitting on my bench. I think we're going to change it and see if it sounds better. It's going to sound better, but all right, let's go get to it. Oh, here's the chuffing. All right, so let's go in the workbench, open it up, and change out that speaker. All right, so it doesn't sound good. It just sounds really unimpressive. It's got a tsunami decoder in it, I believe. It is DCC, and it is showing up as a Soundtracks decoder on JMRI, but I don't know if it's a new version or an old version. So we'll get into that in a minute. Get that out of the way. There's a couple of things that need to get fixed on this thing. Some grab irons aren't in the right spot. I believe one of the wires on the tender is broken off. But for what I paid for this thing, I'm not going to complain. Yep, wire's broken off right there. Not 100% sure, but I do believe I need to take off this back truck. So that's what we're going to do. Let's turn the old soldering iron on. Bachmann's what they consider now like a lower end, one of the lower end trains ready to run, but these came out about 25 years ago as the Spectrum line. Probably that seems to be what they do, which is understandable as long as you're retooling stuff and making stuff better. No one really care. All right, nope, I didn't have to take that off. There. Okay, so it looks like there's only 2 screws up front I gotta take off to get this tender off, body off, so let's do that. sometimes you go to these shows and there's really not much there. You kind of get turned off on the search real quick, but you gotta look through some of those like cheap dollar boxes. I picked up 2 really crappy pieces of rolling stock, and I mean they're not that impressive, but they had Katy couplers and metal wheels. So for $1, I got a full set of metal wheels and Katy couplers that I can swap onto something else. All right, so this one has one tab not soldered on, used yet. So if I decide to, and I'm probably going to with this, because this is going to be in a future build. We're doing a bunch of Pennsylvania Railroad Overton cars, and that's the reason why I was looking for an American, but they stopped making them, and they were ridiculous in price, the ones I could find, and so I found this one. For the price I paid for this one, this is the engine that it's going to have, because it was very affordable. But I got a couple of good deals on a bunch of stuff at the show, so I'm pretty happy. All right, so let's get to the speaker. The speaker is a joke. It sounds, you heard what it sounds like. It doesn't sound that good. Now, could possibly wire this in series with this speaker and maybe have something that sounds really decent. I don't know. See if I can get this off the back and see if there's any markings back here to tell me what this, how many ohms this is. There is, and I can't tell you what it is. It's too faded. All right. So I got to fix this truck. So let's do that. Let's fix this truck first. That's pretty much glued on there. All right, so let's see what we can do here. There's like glue on the back of this soldering lug, so let's see if I can. All right, I think I got it off. Get this thing up to temperature. All right. Get that cleaned up. You know, it looks like they soldered this in, and then they put a little dab of glue on there as a safety. Okay. Whatever floats your boat. I think that's what we're going to do. All right, we're going to, just to make my life easier, because these trucks are falling all over the place, I'll put these trucks back on. We'll definitely be coming back in here later and changing these couplers out. So right now, let's worry one issue at a time. Looking on here, and these are kind of like chewed off a little bit, like they ground them off, like they had a casting problem, which kind of matches with this not sitting all the way down way. So I'm just going to come in here with my nippers, and I'm just going to clear this off a little more. I don't know if this is making a difference or what, but the front of this was up just a little bit. So take a little time to file it down. Maybe make it fit a little bit better. Anything that has a plus or minus, I use red and black. So since JT over at Scale Sounds is kind enough to mark the positive side, I will make sure that I wire this in correctly. Oh, okay. So this isn't actually a tsunami. It's an econami. All right. So when I go back in, I'll reprogram this for an econami decoder. It says it right on the back. Let me flip it over. Eco Steam. RVB, whatever that means, but it's still a decent speaker, so I'm not concerned about it. This is the backlight. I probably will come in here because this was cheap enough. I may come in here and just drop a single LED under here for a firebox flicker, or possibly a flicker in there and a flicker on the bottom, two of them. Maybe, not 100% sure, but that's later on for the other project. Let's just see if we can fix the sound in this thing, because it's a little lackluster, and it's mainly the speakers. You'll be surprised. I know a lot of guys laugh because I constantly say you got to buy a Scale Sound System speaker. You don't know what you're missing until you put a Scale Sound System speaker in it. Yeah, I'm like a little Scale Sound Systems fanboy, but I really do. I really do like their speakers, man. It's amazing on how much better your stuff sounds with it. So, and it's very reasonably priced, which is like the biggest thing. You can tell he's like a hobby guy. He likes his sound, and he wants to share it. You're not paying $30 a unit for these things. I'm pretty sure every speaker in case is chamber is $17. This is the worst part of the whole thing. Is soldering these on. I use this pen a lot. I think I'm going to mount this. I'm going to mount this speaker to the bottom of this cover, and I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to get better sound out of it. I'm pretty sure we're going to get better sound out of it. All right, we got that in there. So let's get this screwed back down. All right, let's get this in, that on. Okay. I think this will fit up there. We'll find out in a second. Maybe not. Might not. No. Okay, so all right. Give me a second. We'll come back. Give me 1 second. We'll be right back. I think we're going to put it right there. All right, guys. Be right back. All right, guys. So here we are back on the test track after we put that speaker in. I think it sounds a little better, but here we go. The bell. Headlights. It doesn't have a dynamo, sadly. Whistle. Steam release. Headlight back on. Dimmer. We'll set that up so the dimmer's don't sit still like I like them. And then here we go. I don't know. I think it made a little bit of a difference. I think I hear it in the whistle. I mean, you saw how small that was. If this turns out to be a good running engine and it works well with those cars and it looks really good, I might revisit this with a better decoder and speaker. I might order a better speaker. I might order a speaker from Scale Sounds anyway. The next order I put in with them, relatively cheap. So I might pick up another speaker for in here and see what that does. You saw when I took this speaker out of another engine that we had it in. I put a bigger one in. I think it sounds better. I don't know. That's just me. All right, guys. Thanks for watching Jack on Tracks. Like and subscribe. And as always, I'll catch you later.